וזמרו לך שירים, שירים ורבשים, ירושלים קרתה, תשופרה יריבון עולם ועלמיה, ועלמיה, אהתו מלכה מלך מלכיה, מלך מלכיה. Ruler of worlds, of all people and things, you are sovereign, supreme over kings. So Yaribon is one of those mirot that people sing around their Shabbat table, bringing joy and celebration to transition from just a regular week, a regular meal, to a meal that is truly a celebration, that is truly a joy. And when we sing together, we bring holiness into this world. So you may notice it's a little different this week. Cantor and I are each taking a couple days to breathe. So Cantor is off this Shabbat, I'll be off next Shabbat, but Shabbat goes on. Let's turn now to page 14 to welcome our soulmate, our loving God, the source of compassion. Dear God, help us to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world which you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. Now, this has been a week. We thought one challenge, one plague was enough. I saw in Russia, from a chemical spill, the rivers are running red. There are locusts in Africa, frogs elsewhere, and too many firstborns have been killed. So I pray that this Shabbat will be a Shabbat of peace. It feels in a way here, with the rain that we've had, perhaps cleansing. That this rain can be like a mikvah for us, that we can immerse and come out purified. Purified racism, purified hate, purified of violence. That we should live in a world of love and compassion and peace. So let us sing to God, page 15. Nekad ma fanach, Arba'im sha'akot v'zor, v'olam to'em levachem, ve'em lo yadu l'rachai, Hashem nishbati b'yafi, mivor amanuchati. Page 16. Shira l'Adonai, shir chadash, shira l'Adonai, kol ha'aretz, shira l'Adonai, baruch shemaho, basru miyom leyom, yeshuato, zapru v'koyim kevod, v'kol ha'amim niflotav, ki gadol Adonai, kol ha'meyon, nora'o, ala kol Elohim ma'yai, ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim, va'Adonai shamayim asa, hod behadar lepanav v'tiferet במקדשו, אבל אדוני משפחות העמים, אבל אדוני כבוד ועוז, אבל אדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה, ובוא לחצרותיו, ישתחוו לאדוני בחלת קודש, ולא מפניו כל הארץ. אמרו בגויים, אדוני מלאכתי כותב ותימות, ידים נעמים במשערים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירמיה ומלוא ירוסני וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל עצי ההר לפני אדוני, כי היווה לשפוט הארץ, לשפוט צבר וצדק, ועמים באמונתו, Page 17. Adonai is sovereign, let the world rejoice. God's throne is founded on justice. Though God be clouded from view, divine justice reveals God's presence. God's lightning illumines the earth, fire consumes God's foes, mountains melt like wax before God, the earth trembles. The heavens proclaim God's righteousness, all people behold God's majesty. Shame covers those who worship images, those who take pride in revering idols, which must themselves bow low before God. Hearing of your judgments, Adonai, Zion exalts, and the cities of Judah are glad. You are supreme over all the earth, highly exalted beyond all that is worshipped. Those who love God hate evil. God protects the faithful and saves them from the wicked. Light is stored for the righteous, joy for the honorable. Rejoice in Adonai, you who are righteous, acclaim the holiness of God's name. Page 18. Mizmor shir l'Adonai, shir chadash, ki niflaot asah, hoshia lo yemino, ozero akashah, di Adonai yeshuato, ve'egoyim gilat tzidkato, zachar hasto emunato, levet Yisrael rahu kol asei haaretz, et Yeshuat Eloheinu hariu l'Adonai kol haaretz, pitzu v'ranenu v'zameru, zamru l'Adonai v'chino נור וכל זמרה, בחצוצרות וכל שופר, הריעו לבני המלך אדוני, רמיה המלכו, תבל ויושבך, נהרות ימחאוך, יחד הרים ירננו לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט צדק וצדק, ויאמין במי שרים. ילאי ללאי ללאי ללאי, ילאי ללאי ללאי, ילאי ללאי ללאי ללאי, ילאי ללאי So as we go through each of these daily psalms, I think back about the week that has been, a week that I'm not so excited to look back at. A week that I hope will push us to do better. All of us to do better. Moshe, Aaron, Shmuel were chosen by God. And they called out to the Holy One who answered them in a pillar of cloud. And they tried, they strove to serve God, to obey the law, even though there were times when they couldn't do it. Adonai Eloheinu, Ata Anitam, you responded to them. Al nosei hayita lachem v'nokam al alilotam. You shared compassion with them, even as you rebuked them. And that is something that I think this world needs a little bit more of. In this moment, oh man, we need compassion with our justice. We need kindness and love and the recognition that when we call out the behavior of another, we're doing it because we want to make them better, not because we don't like them. We, as Jews, call our Avim, that we are all responsible for one another. And it doesn't matter if we are the highest of the high or the lowest of the low. We all have a responsibility to do right and to do good in this world and to work to improve it. And how can we do that? In so many different ways, but one is right here. We can extol God, we can praise God, and turn towards Jerusalem, towards God's holy mountain, and see the holiness of God. That if we look in this world and we are centered, that we know where we come from and where we're going, then our path will be a little bit smoother. We rise, page 20. Kol Adonai Yachil Amirar Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Kol Elayavon Avai Sohav Ye'arahod Ulkekala Kula Merkavod Kula Omer Kula Merkavod Adonai Lama Bulei Ashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitin Adonai Yevarech Et Amo V'Shalom. You may be seated. The 42 words of Anam Bakoach represent the 42-letter name of God. They draw out to reach Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam V'Ed. Praise be God's glorious sovereignty forever and ever. Anam Bakoach Bakoach Gedulat Mincha Yemincha Tatit Zivuraka Berina Tamecha Tageveinu Tamreinu Nahora Anam Bakoach Bakoach Gedulat Yemincha Yemincha Tatit Zivuraka Berina Tamecha Tageveinu Tamreinu Nahora Elai 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 Elai. Page 21. Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela Hey 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 Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela Hey 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 Shamar V'Zachor V'Dimar Echad Yishmi'anu Elohecha Adonai Echad Shema Echad L'Shema Tiferet Le'Litfila Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela Ay 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 Likat Shabbat Lechoven Elcha Ki Bekor HaBracha Merosh Mikedem Ne'esucha Sof Ma'aseh B'machshava Techila Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela Ay 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 Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela. We'll do one more on this page. Mikdash Melech Melucha Kumitzei Mitoch Hafecha Rav Lach Shevet B'Yemecha Bacha Ve'oyachamol L'Yikama Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Shabbat Nekavela Ay 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 Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela. We'll do this second verse on 22. V'ayolim shisa shosayich v'rachaku kol mevalayich yasis alayich elayich kimsos chatana kala Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat Nekavela Ay 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 Lech Adonai Lekat Kala Yalana 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 Evnei Shabbat ונשמחה ונגילה לחדודי לקראת קלה יאללה 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 ונשחת we rise לקבלה לחדודי לקראת קלה יאללה 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 ונשחת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בלה גם בשמחה ובטוב עולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לחדודי לקראת קלה יאללה 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 ונשחת נקבלה היי 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 לחדודי לקראת קלה יאללה 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 ונשחת נקבלה. You may be seated. We wish to Valerie Hyman, in memory of her mother, Frances Hamakom Yanachem Etchem, B'tok Shar Alei Tzion B'Yerushalayim. May God comfort you with all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. On page 23, we have the song for Shabbat, and it's funny what transports you. And every time that we recite this psalm, I think back to being a young child. Because one of the things that was special time between my Abba, between my father and me, was coming to shul on Friday night. Now it was those late services, 8 o'clock. I'd stay up past my bedtime. We had pews, so there was a decent chance that I'd take a nap at some point during the service. But one of the things that once the rabbi realized I could read was that I often got called up to read this psalm. So it's funny, we'll read it in English from the Sim Shalom translation. But I still have in the recesses of my brain the original Sim Shalom, the larger one that with all those pages. So every once in a while I'll be reading what's written here, and then what comes out is what I said when I was 6 years old. So page 23, a song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God, to affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night, the music of the lute and the melody of the harp. Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation. How vast your works, Adonai, your designs are beyond my grasp. The thoughtless cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom this. The wicked may flourish, they may spring up like grass, but their doom is forever sealed. You are supreme forever. Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies will perish. All the wicked will disintegrate. But me you have greatly exalted. I am anointed as with fragrant oil. I've seen the downfall of my foes. I've heard the doom of my attackers. The righteous will flourish like the palm tree. They'll thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they'll thrive in the courts of our God. They'll bear fruit even in old age. They shall be ever fresh and fragrant to proclaim Adonai is just. God is my rock, in whom there is no flaw. The bottom, 23. Mourner's Kaddish, please join with me if you are in mourning, if you're doing a yard site, page 24. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rava. בעלמא תברח חירותי וימלך מלכותי, בחיי-יכול ובמקום החיים לכל בית ישראל בעגלה בזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעין לה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דברן בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבא מן שמיה לחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום ברמה הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. Be seated. Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe lemor. Speak. God spoke, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying these words. Daber el Aharon ve'el banav lemor. Say to Aaron and his sons, Ko tevarchu et bnei Israel amur lachem. In this way, you will bless the people of Israel. Say this. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'hunecha. May God deal kindly and graciously, compassionately with you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha. May God show God's favor upon you, God's countenance to you. V'asem lecha shalom, and give you peace. V'samo et shemi al bnei Israel v'ani avarachem. And in this way, they link my name with the people of Israel, and I will bless them. Those few brief verses from Numbers, from Parshat Naso, comes in our lives in so many different contexts. From birth to death, we recite these words on a daily basis. They're part of the Amidah each morning. If we were in Israel, the Kohanim would rise for Birkat Kohanim every single morning. In Galut, in the diaspora, we're lucky if we get to see it on the festivals. Not here, but in some places. For us, we do it the other way. Through the Shaliach Tzibor, when we do a repetition of the Amidah, the Shaliach Tzibor, the Shatz, the Davener, calls out on behalf of the community. As a rabbi, I bless the wedding couple. I bless the B'nai Mitzvah. Parents use this blessing each Friday night before Shabbat. And sometimes at a wedding, a parent also will give Birkat Kohanim to their children. When the Kohanim would serve in that way, when they would bless the community, they would take off their shoes like Moshe at the burning bush. They would cover themselves with their talit, say a special bracha, lift up their hands with the talit over their head, facing the congregation. And it wasn't the hand gesture of Spock to live long and prosper, but Leonard Nimoy was a Kohen, and he knew how to bless the people of Israel, or the Klingons. So when the priests and the Kohanim would make the blessing, we would not look directly at them because the Kedusha in that moment is overwhelming. In that moment, the Kohanim are not the individuals themselves, but representatives of the Holy One. And it was interesting, I was at an Orthodox synagogue in Scotland, and I was surprised, most Orthodox synagogues in the Galut on the festivals do Birkat Kohanim, do Duchening. And it was Pasach, and I was there, and I'm looking around, and I said, what's going on? There's no Duchening. They said, well, 100 years ago, the Kohen, and there was only one at the time, the Kohen had gotten himself into some trouble. The details had been forgotten in the last 100 years, but they didn't want to embarrass him. And they didn't want, by saying that he couldn't duchen, but another Kohen, if they were in town, could. So they just eliminated it as a way of saving face and showing respect. And I thought that was fascinating that 100 years later, they were still holding to that tradition just in case one of the Kohanim weren't qualified. Now in our weekly email this today, I shared a photograph of a silver amulet. That amulet was found just inside Jerusalem, and today it's in the Israel Museum in Ketaf Pinom. Is where it was found, and it's right by the Rabin Museum. Fascinating, Rabin. It'll come back to me in a minute. So it's right in where it was found is this little hilltop in the middle of Jerusalem. And what did they find in this amulet that took them years to unravel, because it's a very, very, very thin silver. Very thin. And inscribed into the very, very, very thin silver is chicken scratch in ancient Hebrew. And what was there? The priestly blessing. That text comes from the 6th century before the Common Era. That amulet. More than 2,500 years ago, someone was wearing it around their neck. And if you go to Jerusalem today, you can find hundreds, thousands of jewelry stores and Judaica stores that will be very happy to inscribe the priestly blessing. I'm sure some of the members of our community would be happy to inscribe that for you as well. So what is so powerful about, a dozen words? They asked for God's blessing, for protection, for kindness, for compassion, and for peace. And when you think about it, in many ways, those are our most basic needs, because food and clothing and shelter fall under that compassion, and they fall under that peace. Love is so evident in those words. Because what is that prayer ultimately? If we get to its root, its core, it's saying, God, be with us. And God is saying, when you say these words, I am with you. It's God saying, I love you. And whether we wear it as an amulet, whether we wear it as beautiful jewelry, whether we say it to our children or we say it on a weekday morning or on a festival, we're saying, thank you, God. Now, we may think that we are living in chaotic times, but if we look at our history as Jews, as human beings, life is always precarious. The fact that we are here today is truly a miracle. The fact that we live, that we breathe, that we have food to eat, shelter, air conditioning. I know there are a few people that lived in Florida before air conditioning in our community. I don't think I could have imagined that. The fact that we are here is a miracle. And what we want for our families, what we want for our children, what we want for ourselves is that blessing. We want to be seen by one another. We want to be seen by God. We want to be heard, and we want to feel safe. My prayer in this moment is that as we say those words, we'll feel God's blessing. And Bezrat Hashem, God willing, soon we'll find peace. Yevorach Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisad Adonai panav elecha v'atzem lecha shalom. In this way, may we be linked to God's name and find blessing. Shabbat Shalom. So I'll ask you now to rise. We turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu for the evening service. Below the line on 28, light and darkness, night and sky, we marvel at the mystery of the stars. Moon and sky, sand and sea, we marvel at the mystery of sun. Twilight, high noon, dusk, and dawn, though we are mortal, we're creation's crown. Flesh and bone, steel and stone, we dwell in fragile, temporary shelters. Grant steadfast love, compassion, grace, sustain us, O God, our origin is death. Majesty, mercy, love, endure, we are but little lower than the angels. Resplendent skies, sunset, sunrise, the grandeur of creation lifts our lives. Evening darkness, morning dawn, renew our lives as you renew all time. Page 30. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kavod Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol me'adecha ve'hayu hadavarim ha'elah asher anochi mitzaveka hayom levavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם משיבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושכבך וקומך וקשרתם לאות הידע והיו תדפך עד מניניך וכתבת במזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והיה שמות אשר Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 32. We have from the truth of the letter from I alone is God. Give I alone and Malchutah Ratzon Kiblo Alechem Moshe Ubnei Yisrael Chanim Shira B'Sim Arabah V'Yaram Mi Chamocha V'Enim Adonai Mi Chamocha Nerar B'Kodesh Norat Ilon Osefeh Malchutcha Ra'ovanecha B'Chayam Mikne Moshe Zeini Anochi Amo Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed V'Nemar Ki Padarna Et Yaakov V'Lo Merazak Mimeno Baruch Ata Adonai Gal Yisrael. Page 33. Hashkiveinu Adonai Elokeinu. Ushmotzeteinu Adonai L'chaim U'Shalometa V'Yal Olam Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Baruch Ata Adonai Aporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Amo Yisrael V'Yal Yerushalayim. We rise, page 34. V'shaveru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'ason et ha-Shabbat 35. Yeah, If you finished your Amidah, join me on page 47. Bottom of 47. Our God and God of our ancestors, find favor in our Shabbat rest, instill in us the holiness of your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our portion. Fill our lives with your goodness and gladden us with your triumph. Cleanse our hearts so we might serve you faithfully, lovingly and willingly. Adonai, our God, grant that we inherit your holy Shabbat, so that the people of Israel who hallow your name will always find rest on this day. Praise are you, Adonai, who hallows Shabbat. Yet Grasham Merhaba, Yamadi Rakati, Nefakoti, Bekaya, Padamaka, by Israel, was Mankari, Amen. Yesh Meraba Mefah, Leola Maya, Bara, Yebarak Shabak, the Parchment of State, the Dark Levelos, Medikurisha, Barifu, La Elan, Correct Shirata, the Ratamanaka, the Mama, the Immeru, Amen. Zikabat, the Koisha, the Immeru. Amen. Yesh Namara Vinchamaya, the Kaimalan Kosra, the Immeru. Amen. Asa Shalom Bimama, we asa Shalom, the Lenivil Kosra, the Koisha, the Immeru. Amen. So, my weekly reminder that you have homework, that when we finish the service, you should take out something to drink to make this day holy, to Mekadesh HaShabbat. Because it is only through our action that we turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. That we lishmor, that we shamor, that we guard, and that we zachor, that we remember Shabbat. So on page 49, you'll make it. We turn now to 51 for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shaviyach v'adon l'tzeit l'tzeit l'reshit. Shalom Tanu Be'aratzon L'Asamah K'mishpachot Adama Shalom Samal Keinu Kahem Le'mar Neinu K'kol Hamonam V'na'ach V'korim U'mishtachavim U'modim L'fnei Melech U'marei Amachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shana Shmei Baruch Hu. Okay, they got it. Bessie Weiscott, Benjamin Podgar, Abraham Scott, Robert Hayes, Henry Rosen, David Applefield, Ben Mitnick. We remember Hilda Belinky, Hurley Gutler, Jack Mizrahi, Murray Citron, Kyle Lev, Isaac Silvers, Irving Gelfon, Blanche Eichholtz, Janine Warsaw, Florence Marger, Anna Goldman Lovell, Martha Gross Willinger, Alan Smith, Beatrice Holston. And I also think this week of Frances Hyman. May her memory be a blessing. On page 52, you are saying Kaddish, please join with me. V'yitzgadal, v'yitzgadal, shmei rava, v'yalma divrach yerutei, v'yamlech malchutei, v'chayechon v'yamechon chayei techol beit Yisrael, v'agalat v'zman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shmai rava mevorach, le'olam lomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmei kudsha b'riku. Ila mikol berchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata v'meran v'yalma v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shlom rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom min Rama, v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. So, you may be seated. Tomorrow we'll come back here again in the morning for Shabbat and the evening for Havdalah. Over the course of the week, on Sunday we have the blood drive, which will be in the parking lot. You can sign up after Shabbat, and I believe they really prefer sign-ups to help them know who's coming. Additionally, We have a good number of incredible educational opportunities over the course of the next couple of weeks. And then a week or 2 weeks from last night is our online congregational meeting, which has some very important items on the agenda. So lots going on. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. We'll conclude with Yigdal, page 53. In the Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimtza v'yenet el metziuto echad yin yachid keyichodo nelam v'gam en sof le'achduto en lo d'motato ve'enam lo na'arok elav kedushato kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra Rishon le'reshit le'reshito Hino Adon Olam b'kol nahotza Yorek edulato o malchuto Shecha nevuato netano Ela anshe segulato v'tifalto L'kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe Onami U'ma'apid et emunato Torah metnata me'amoel Aliyah neviah neman beto Lo yachal Yisrael v'lo yimir dato Le'olamim le'zolato Tofel yodeha setarenu Mabir l'saf davar b'kadmato Gomel ish chesed kemipahadon Noten l'rashara kerishato Yishlach v'getshani meshichenu V'tol v'keket yeshuato Mitim Yechayel v'rochato Baruch adei ad shem tehilato Mitim Yechayel v'rochato Baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Shabbat Shalom. May this be a week of blessing for the entire world, and may we all find peace on this Sabbath. Take care. See you in the morning.